Hello everybody, welcome back to my predictions video for The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 7. Wow, can't believe we're on Episode 7 already. Almost mid-season finale. This one is titled Time for After. Now, I'm going to go with the assumption that this is alluding to the way Jadis and her people talk. It just seems like it just screams garbage people talk to me. Could mean something else that happened in the episode, but that's my prediction. Okay, the description of the episode reads: Negan has to enlist the help of his lieutenants in solving a huge issue facing the sanctuary. Rick and the group continue to enact the plan. Plan being what they've been working on the entire season so far. And obviously the issue facing the sanctuary is the walker herd outside that could very well become walker herd inside. They're not careful and smart. Okay, a number of big things that I think are going to happen in this week's episode. We will see quite a bit of the sanctuary. We will see a little bit with Rick. We will see Morgan. We will see Daryl, Tara, Rosita, and Michonne doing their thing. Probably not the Hilltop, since we spent a significant amount of time there last week. Probably not the Kingdom, since we spent some time there as well. But who knows? The promos only show us so much, and they never show us everything. So we will see what happens going forward, but that's what I'm predicting. And okay, Dwight confronts Eugene about the Saviors being finished. All he needs to do to be on the winning side is nothing. He just has to kind of play it cool. That's what I'm getting at from Dwight's comment. Now, as we all know, the reason Dwight is having this conversation with Eugene the way he is, he's aggressive, he's grabbing him and pushing him in the chair, is because in episode 5, Eugene figured out that Dwight is the mole inside the Saviors group. He found the red paint on the bag that was found, and it's the same red paint that was on Dwight's figures that he was carving. Very, very impressive little chess set he has there. Forgot to talk about that in that review. That was a pretty nice standout moment. And one of the sneak peeks, Negan tells Eugene how valuable and smart he is. That green organ in between your eyes and that awesome mouth of yours is strong. Basically, the sanctuary is facing pending breach at this point. It's not looking too good for them. This place is finished, according to Dwight. Negan has a lot of stuff on his plate right now, which is what Rick and the group want. They want him focused on that so they can attack and finish. Yeah, they just need to make sure that nobody else gets to the sanctuary to clear the walkers. Because eventually, this is not going to happen. I'm assuming they will get out of it somehow, but the plan is to let the walkers create panic inside, let the workers rise up, let the soldiers fight them back, weaken them, and just starve them out, take a siege. Only with walkers. Here's what I don't like. Daryl is basically willing to sacrifice to risk everything, just to kill all the Saviors. because it was Michonne who says, "What we're doing is not worth risking us." Daryl says, "It is for me." Now, Daryl's still one of my favorite characters, but that's not smart. At this point, him and Tara, they're going rogue. I mean, at the same point, we have Morgan who's going rogue, but their actions could, if they mess up, their actions could lead walkers away if they draw too much attention. They could get themselves captured. Something bad could happen. More bad could happen than good by them going rogue. Yes, Daryl, Rosita, Michonne, and Tara going rogue last week paid off. I forgot to mention that. Them going rogue in that particular moment paid off, because if they weren't doing what they were doing, that truck would have gotten to the sanctuary and cleared out the walkers. Where there's a very high probability that would have occurred. Even if the spotters outside the sanctuary that Rick's group has, even if they stopped them, they would have to go down there, stop the music, and that would have already drawn a significant amount of walkers away, if not all of them. So that moment was big, so props to that foursome there. But what Daryl's doing isn't smart. He's just killing everybody, which I'm normally fine with. Kill the saviors, but do it smart. His killing Morales was wrong, but I'm done talking about that. Killing Todd was wrong. Rick gave the poor guy his word. He's scared. He's alone, up against two enemies that he doesn't know, and he'll kill him in an instant. And Rick says, "You'll live. I give you my word." And then Daryl just kills him. I know Daryl didn't give him his word, but come on. And at this point, I think Daryl's going to end up getting somebody killed. I really do at this point. Daedus has Rick led to the arena where he fought Winslow, the Spike Walker, back in season 7. He's tied up, so, toss up what's going to happen there. I'm not Winslow. If I said something else, I apologize. The Walker's name was Winslow, I believe. And I'm not predicting any major deaths in tonight's episode. There probably will be in the mid-season finale, but I don't think we'll see any tonight. Rick's good. Carol's good. I don't think we'll see her. Maggie's good. Ezekiel's good. Negan's good. Eugene, I think, is good. Dwight, but I think he'll be alright. Father Gabriel, will we see him? He was not in any of the promos or sneak peeks. But will we find out what happens to him? I would like to. Again, I don't think he was bitten. It's so hot in there. All the workers are complaining about it, especially on that floor where they are. He's in this confined space. He was just outside, covered in walker guts, layers upon layers, in the heat. Now he's hot inside and in a confined space. He's overheating. Plain and simple. If he was bitten, he would not have shown signs of it. He would not have shown signs of it at this point, unless he was bitten a while back and didn't tell anybody. Then that's a different story. But for him to have been bitten when he was with Negan, clearing the walkers, clearing them, making the path to the sanctuary from the trailer, he would not have the fever at this point. He would not. It's not 1, 2, 3. You're bitten. You have the fever. You turn right away. Okay, this is not Z Nation. Z Nation, they turn right away. In Walking Dead, it takes a little bit a little bit of time to develop the fever. So he's just overheated. He's in a confined space. He's overheated. But I would like to see him in this episode, but probably not. I think the focus is going to be on solving the Walker problem. But so I'm not predicting any major deaths. Rick's good. They're not going to just kill Rick off the garbage people. He has so much more story to tell, to go through right now, based on the comics. And there's got to be a final confrontation with him and Negan. That's got to happen at some point. He's good. Jadis is good. Unfortunately, but I don't want to write them off as just one-dimensional villains. I want them to at least make it to the end of the season, or a little bit after the mid-season finale, and then you can get rid of them. But at this point, I do want to see more from them. As annoying as they are, and as kind of frustrating as it is that Rick thought it was the prudent thing to go back there. I'm not saying it was wrong, but have somebody go with you, but hang back, or have your group far away. But I mean, they know that if he's not back by a certain point, they know, his group will know, so they'll know that he's either dead or captured. So, but I still think Rick has a larger part of his plan. I don't think he planned to initially convince Jadis. I think he's still working on her a little bit. Okay, that's it, I think, for this episode. Morgan, we see him, he's sniping who he's shooting at. Where is he? We'll see about that, but he is the crossover character. Now, my feelings on this are pretty simple. Am I mad about it? No. A lot of people are. I'm interested in it, but I am just a little bit disappointed. Abraham would have been the better option. This way, he's already off The Walking Dead. As far as I know, he's not really working on anything right now. This way, Morgan can stay on The Walking Dead longer. I mean, he's not going to be killed off The Walking Dead. He's probably going to be able to bounce back and forth. But him being on Fear now opens the door potentially for him to die in The Walking Dead. So they might go in that direction. Because he's already dead at this point in the comics. He dies in the No Way Out story arc when the Walkers breach Alexandria. He's bitten, and they can't save him. They do try and cut off his arm, but I think he dies from blood loss, if I remember correctly. Okay. Not a spoiler alert, just saying. So he's a wild card at this point. So I would like to see him last a couple more seasons, maybe at least one season in the show. But him being on Fear now opens the door for more possibilities involving them just killing him. Meaningful, hopefully, but still. Plus, Abraham was in Texas. We know Fear is going to Texas. If they're going to go after Proctor John, they're going to have to go to Texas at some point. And Abraham was in Texas. I'm not sure if it was Houston, but I know he was in Texas, so it would make sense for him to bump into the characters from Fear at some point in the past. What can I do? They went to Morgan, and I do want to see how they work that in. Because Morgan never left the Georgia area. He went straight from Georgia to DC. So maybe Fear ends up in that area at some point. I don't know. I do want to see how it goes. That's one thing, but fingers crossed it's at least plausible, and it looks like it's boosting the hype for Fear. That's what I'm seeing. But that's going to be it for this predictions video. Hope everybody enjoys tonight's episode. I'm expecting a big one. It's the one before the mid-season finale, and yeah. I'll see everybody in my review during the week, so whenever I get around to it. Yeah. Be everybody, like, subscribe, favorite. And as always, I'll have my review, promo, 2 sneak peeks in the description below. Check those out. And I will see you all in my review. Enjoy tonight's episode, and catch you guys later. Deuces.